This is exciting. I've never done this before. Today, I'm going to take a live sales call right here in front of you guys. Stay tuned. So the reason I want to do this is, number one, is because I record a lot of these for our Blueprint training members. They get access to all of these, plus our proposal process, outbound sales tactics, all those different things. But I think a lot of people watch too many Grant Cardone videos and they don't understand how to properly sell marketing and agency services. It's not an aggressive outbound sale. This is not Wolf of Wall Street. We are trying to find their problems and then offer our solutions to how to help them. So it's a collaborative effort. So part of what we want to do is just ask them leading questions to get them talking about their business, about the problems that they're having, the challenges. While this is going on, I'm reviewing a questionnaire that they already submit. I make sure they fill it out before we have our consult, and I automate that through a contact form. I'll also dump their URL into Ahrefs so I can see their keyword rankings, I can see their backlinks, I can see their traffic. If I have time, I'll put it in deep crawl so I can see any technical issues, and then I'll have their website open in a tab as well. So I have those four things going for me. So while they're talking, I'm reviewing these things. I'm analyzing what they've done in the past while they're telling me these things. And again, so for example, if they tell me that they've worked with an SEO agency in the past and that they built links for them, I can see it in Ahrefs and I can sit there and tell them like, hey, you've got some really spammy links here. Maybe you want to go through and disavow these or take a new strategy to link building. So they told me, I found the problem, I'm offering a solution. And all during this time, what I'm trying to get them to do is for them to come to the conclusion that they want a proposal for our services. And the way that I do that is I try to get them to understand the cost, our strategy, and then to verbally commit to saying that they want a proposal, because we don't want to waste time building proposals. They take a lot of effort, and sending them to people who aren't fully engaged or interested or understanding the full scope and the cost ahead of time is going to be a waste of time and resources. So during this call, it's not just to sell them on stuff. I'll pitch our agency throughout it, but they're an inbound lead. They already have some level of interest. We just kind of have to understand what it is that they want, which is really important. What is it that they want? What it is that they need? And then how our agency can help and service them. Get them to understand the cost, get them to understand the scope, get them to like you too, to build somewhat of a rapport, just being open, honest, personable, all those different things. And then again, getting them to drive towards asking for a proposal at the end. So what I'm going to do here, pardon my busted up iPhone, I dropped it, I don't have a case, I realized, don't talk shit in the comments, but I'm going to call this guy right now, and I'm going to show you a live sales call. Let's get into it.
Hello, this is Brady speaking.
Hey Grady, how you doing? This is Ryan Stewart. I'm calling in regards to that marketing consult that we had.
Hello, Ryan. How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Yeah, so thank you for taking the time to talk to me today.
Yeah, absolutely. So talk to me a little bit about your business. We're talking about panamfinance.com, correct?
Correct, yes.
Talk to me about the business.
Boutique investment bank located here in Miami. We have a focus not only in Latin America, but also regionally and globally in a few different industry verticals. Our clients are they can be relatively small family businesses or larger international corporations. So kind of a wide client base and a wide target. And so that's one of the things that makes us unique here at Pan American Finance.
Yeah, absolutely. I could completely understand that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you reached out to us in regards to, I'm just reading through your questionnaire, for website design or for marketing?
Website design.
Website design. Okay, cool. So talk to me a little about what you had in mind for that design.
All right. So, currently we have a WordPress-based website. We want to make kind of medium to moderate changes on a couple of the tabs on our website. The biggest change, I don't know if you have the website pulled up.
Oh, you do?
All right. It's in the Experience tab. This is kind of the largest change at the moment that we want to be making. Basically now, we have these buckets of deals. What we want to do is we want to make it so a customer can come on here and have a more advanced filtering of the deals. So say they want to look for Latin American deals in debt advisory, then they could filter the selection and then boom, the deals that fit that criteria would pop up. So instead of just having these kind of strict categories, more of a flexible experience page. That's one of the main things we want to do.
Okay. And is that it? I mean, in regards to like the functionality, you basically just want to add filters. Did you want to change the design styles of the tiles?
Yeah. We want to change certain design aspects. Also, the way that these are updated is, I believe, to be not necessarily the smoothest way in terms of the back end of the website.
Okay.
We do continually close deals, and we update this as soon as we do close those deals. Right now, in order to update this page, according to our current web designers, is relatively taxing. So I think we need to streamline that. and figure out probably a better way to do it. Might be the best way the best way might be the current way, but I think that would be something that's important to us because every time we need to update this, it's an hassle.
Okay. And who's currently managing this for you?
It's called iAnalyst.
iAnalyst. Are they local or are they overseas?
They're local. They're Miami.
Okay. And just out of curiosity, what's the reason for wanting to make the switch?
Just not happy with their service.
Okay. So how did you find us? How much do you know about us? Just so I can kind of give you our pitch.
I know very little. I found you guys through just a website or web search of local Miami web designers.
Okay.
I've been through the website. I've done some of the the web design examples you have on the website, things like that. So.
Okay, great.
Check it out.
So let me just give you a little bit of context about us, and then you can decide if you want to continue this conversation.
Okay.
So I'm the website that you went to, Webrus. That is our Miami branch of our office. Actually, that agency was acquired about a year and a half ago by another agency called From the Future. So now everything under Webrus, still the same team. We're still here in Miami. We have an office in Wynwood. We've got about 10 people here locally in Miami, but we're headquartered in Philadelphia. And we just operate under the brand From the Future, just for context purposes. Not that it really makes a difference, but just in case you get a proposal in the future, you'll understand why it's from the future and not from Weber's. So again, I run the Miami office down here. I'm currently the CMO and a partner at the larger agency. We've got almost 40 people now. We specialize in what we call enterprise, basically like technology stacks and marketing services. So generally larger companies. However, we do work with a lot of small companies, but the agreements are a little bit different. We do quite a bit of UX and design work. Just from so the reason I asked you about like that was it. I didn't mean to come off as like, is that it? But just in terms of the scope, I wouldn't suggest you paying us to do it because we're just going to charge you quite a bit of money. We're about $200 an hour for design and development. We do we do amazing work. You know what I mean? Like basically what we would do is you wouldn't have to tell us. We would do basically like an entire UX, which means like looking at the user experience, customer journeys. Like if someone were to find you hypothetically through search engines, what's the best possible flow through the website? What does that pathing need to look like? How can we improve those conversions? All that stuff. And then that would also tie into like the front end design for like fonts, because it looks like some of your fonts are they're just not firing properly. There's definitely some issues on the dev side too. So we would clean all that stuff up. We do a lot of WordPress dev. It's very easy work for us now at this point. So like what we could do is probably like more of a contract agreement where it would be short-term work. You would tell us kind of the scope of what you'd like. I could quote you off based on that. I don't know do you have a budget set aside for this?
No, we don't. We're more or less trying to figure out, how much it is.
Okay.
I've received quotes. I've received a handful of quotes.
Yeah, they're very different. They're gonna vary. They're gonna be up and down. I mean, the biggest sales pitch I can give you is that I've been through it too. I've actually built and sold a couple of companies now, so I understand what it is to be on a tight budget up first. And what I've learned is you can either do it right the first time and pay more, or you can just keep wasting time and keep wasting money doing it the wrong way. And it's not even about the money, it's more about the headaches and time. You know what I'm saying? The reason why you engage with an agency like us and the reason why we're so expensive is that because you get a dedicated account person, you get a dedicated project manager, you get dedicated consultants, you have direct access to our time and calendars. You're not working with somebody who's dodging your emails. We use Slack for communication if you want to be integrated into that. I mean, we're a very communication first, client satisfaction first company. So that's kind of the pitch on working with us. Again, we're not the cheapest, but we're going to do it the right way, and we're going to blow it out of the damn water every time. So
I really appreciate that.
So that's kind of my pitch on why you'd want to engage us. And again, we could do something project-based first, and then talk about potentially then being like, okay, now that we've got the site done, that's done. That was, call it $8,000 to get that done, just for ballpark estimate. Now let's talk about marketing. Like, what can you be doing with AdWords? How can we drive leads? All that type of stuff. So we would build a long-term relationship over time where we could ideally, help you continuously improve your website, help you continuously drive leads, and just be kind of like your outsourced CMO and CTO essentially as you guys grow and scale.
Okay. I mean, I see, I'm low on the totem pole, but I mean, all that to me sounds amazing. So, I mean, if it's possible, I would love to see a quote on a project basis for what we just discussed.
Yep.
Maybe a couple more, pages and just cleaning up and things like that. than that? I mean,
Yeah. So what I'll do is basically just quote you. So we work off hours. We don't necessarily like charge you. We're not like attorneys per se, but we do build all of our quotes based on hours. So what I can do is quote you an hourly just estimate based on page template, just so you have a concept of like if every time you want to redo a page, what it would cost for design and development, and then you can just take that and do what you want with it. And to make it simple too, I'll just put that in an email to you. I won't.
yeah, that's perfect.
Put together a huge proposal for you. I'll just email you. So the email that I have here on file for you is gerickson@panamfinance.com.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. All right. Do you have any more questions for me while you got me?
No, Ryan, you've been very, very helpful. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. All right, Grady. I'll get you an email by the end of today, and if it's something you want to move forward with, we can chat more.
Great, awesome. I look forward to seeing it.
All right, Grady. Great talking to you, man.
Thank you so much.
Bye. So yeah, that's it. The call went well. Again, I don't usually sell a lot of web design services. These are usually more geared towards SEO. So if you guys want to see an SEO sales call, make sure you drop a link in the comments. Drop a comment in the comments, and I'll do one. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. I'll see you guys later.